Do not just hit the boost button on Facebook or LinkedIn. That is the question, or that's the answer for today on this episode of Tactics Marketing. And there is a very good reason that I think you're going to want to see and understand, and it will be a game changer for you with your advertising. My name is Chris Milton. I am the founder of 323 Media, and this is Tactics Marketing. This is our platform to be able to share how we do what we do and answer your questions so that you can become better business owners with a growing organization, better marketers, and better agency owners. So let's get into this one. The question today is, should I be hitting boost on my LinkedIn posts and my Facebook posts because it's telling me it's going to increase the reach? So I'm going to answer this straight up and say no. And it's not to say that you shouldn't be boosting things or using money to expand your reach, but there's a way better way to do it. Okay, so first off, that's the answer, which is straight up no. When it shows you on every post, do you want to reach more people? Don't just click that button. I've heard from many people. I've even gotten leads from people who said, I haven't gotten a single customer and I've maxed out my credit card just boosting everything on Facebook. Okay, great. That's kind of the problem. Impressions are not what you're looking for as a small business owner. And I think that's where there's a misconception. So, number one is you have many different criteria that you can utilize to actually target with anything that you want to promote on a social media platform. This is the most incredible tool that is out there because it allows you to do a mix of things. And by things, I mean being able to target who your customers are, what the things are that they like or that they're searching for, that they're paying attention for, and where they're located. And so this gives you a much better idea of who you're actually trying to get in touch with. And each of the dollars that you use to spend should be going to the people who are your ideal customer and the ones that are going to be most likely to buy from you, not necessarily what Facebook or LinkedIn thinks. The reason that it's so easy for you to do the one click and spend $100 and be able to get more reach is because Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram, they're able to take a look at all of the different information about who's out there, your competitors, and it doesn't necessarily mean that the information that they've aggregated is going to give you the people that you want to get in touch with. And so that brings me to point number two, which is know exactly who it is that is your best opportunity for growth. And this isn't designed necessarily to talk about business specifics, it's to talk about the people. The people that are making decisions are still just humans, just like you and I. And they're on their social media platforms as a bit of a break. And you, as a business, has a really unique opportunity to connect with them about something that is going to interest them. Could be a business related purchase, could be a consumer related purchase, depending on what you're doing and what you have to sell. But no matter what, it's really quick to actually see how you can build a very expansive list of who these people are. So let's just run through like 10 real quick. Look at location. Where are they located? City, state, province, country. Number two, if you look at that area of where they're located, are they within the city? Are they within the suburbs? Are they commuting? How are they commuting? Car, bus, train? Number three, think about where they work, type of industry, type of job. So let's look at companies in terms of industry. Let's look at the job title and their level, whether it's like a manager, or like a C suite, or an owner. Let's look at their age because decision makers that you're looking for might be specifically 18 to 25. They might be 45 to 60. Next, look at their other interests. So, as you've been talking with your best customers already, there's probably things that you've noticed that are connected. Like, oh, they're all sports fans. Oh, cool. What's the local sports team? Okay, they like the hockey team, the basketball team, the football team, the baseball team. Perfect. Let's figure that out. The second thing, oh, based on what they do as their job, they like spending a lot of time in their backyard. Okay, awesome. So we've got home improvement, we've got backyard, we've got lawn care, we've got all of these different topics that they're interested in. And I think it's underestimated how much input that actually or impact that actually has. If somebody sees that your brand is associated with something that they like, you automatically are in more favor of them making a buying decision. This is how all the sponsorships work, and why you see such interesting sponsors with things that are sports teams or racing teams, all of those different jersey sponsors, and you're like, how is this related? Well, that's part of it. So that's another big part of it. I would say looking at what things they're currently using. If you're winning customers from another one of your competitors, you can use that as one of the tools. And then you can also use things like, are they married? Do they have kids? What other activities do they do? You might want to say, I like entertaining all of my clients by taking them golfing, so they should like golfing. And then that's an easy way for us to start building a relationship over time. So all of those different things, the challenge here is all of those different things you understand about your best customers already. And if you don't have any customers or you're trying to pivot, you can create those things that you know will be a great connection to you. The problem is none of those things exist on Facebook right now. So all of those questions that you would answer with a very concrete, specific set of information, because you want to be very specific and targeted, not broad, is going to be guessed or going to be reasonably chosen on your behalf. It's not your actual information, because that information doesn't exist for Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn to make a choice. So put all of that information into what your targeting is going to be. And if you don't have it, that's the point of this part. Make it, create it, and put it in one place so that you actually understand, when I'm going to go put this into a campaign again, I know it's going to be consistent and I know that it's going to work. Okay. And then number 3 is control your budget. Your budget of what you're spending should be on your terms. It doesn't matter what that number is that Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram is telling you. It really matters more about what you understand a customer is worth, and then what you should be doing to target those people. So if it were to say, here's $200 that you need to spend to reach another 200 people, simple math just for this example, that means for you to get the impression, it's going to cost you $1 per person. Well, that's just an impression. That doesn't mean they're going to click. That doesn't mean they're going to get in touch with you for more information. That doesn't mean they're going to come to your website and make a purchase. But what if your product was only $10? That is a pretty interesting scenario where the impression being $1 without any other activity, it's already 10% of your budget or 10% of your product price. And so by looking at all of these things that are not created equal, that's another thing, is when you look at some of these companies who have very thin margins, but you see them advertising a lot, they probably have either a very high value product, so something like a car or real estate. They don't have a huge margin percentage wise, but they've got a large purchase price. And they also are selling something that has a very broad audience. So they're able to find more people, or they're able to get more specific and find more qualified leads. On the flip side, you can also see products that have a really long tail LTV. So lifetime value of the customer is high. And so they can lose money up front because they know they're going to make it back over time. This is something like cell phone companies or cable TV. There's a survey that I remember seeing where the question that was asked by a reporter was basically, how can you give away a TV that's worth a couple $100 to everybody who signs up for your service when you're charging $40 a month? And the answer was very simple. Our average customer stays with us for 18 and a half years. Well, $40 a month over 18 and a half years more than pays for the cost of a couple $100 of a TV as an incentive to close the deal. And so there's a lot of things, again, that the platform you're trying to advertise on doesn't understand about your business. You've got to fill in those gaps and know that your margins are going to make sense, because losing money to acquire a new customer without knowing that you're able to make that money back just means you're losing money. And so that's something that you have to figure out as a business owner. And this is another opportunity and another example of where the marketing and the tactics that are required really need to be in line and completely in sync with the business objectives and the direction that you're going in. So I hope that helps. But again, no, that button that says, here's $25, here's $50, here's $100, boost it, reach more people. No, don't click it. Don't take the opportunity that is there to take the shortcut, because it really doesn't have the type of targeting that you need, and it really doesn't represent your business in the best way to get your information in front of the right people, which is your best next customers. All right. Until next time, we'll get back to another tactic more on the show in the next episode. Keep submitting your questions. Check out tacticmarketing.com for more, and subscribe to our newsletter, and let us know if you have any questions that you want to be answered here. Our goal is to get to 1,000 episodes as quickly as possible so that we have this massive database of information about marketing to help you succeed. All right, until next time.